in trying to unravel the problem with us as a country, is it also a matter of maybe our leaders not seeing into the future? Because this is the Siemens agreement now, the Siemens deal now is about 5 years old, and now this is we're seeing a government that wants to push this further and break all the obstacles that the former administration encountered. And then there's also the large chunk of Nigerians who believe that for the generator option now that we all fall on, that many people fall on, as against the small people, the small percentage of people using inverters and the likes, people say, okay, there is the larger interest. People, their interest, fueling this problems bedeviling the power sector. Is that the issue, or is it something about us not seeing into the future? These are options that we've always
deliberate attempt to make things
known
work.
That there are options to the regular power supply. There are renewable options. There's the gas, which we all have in abundance in Nigeria. But what do you really think our problem is?
It's because you don't need to think about the future. Just think about now.
All right.
Just think about now.
But then these are long-term.
Yeah, I'm in line with what you said. You see, you know the past, that the problem is there. So now the problem is here again. So are you taking the problem to the future again? So when you know the past and you are in the present, so why do you want to carry the problem into the future? So there's no future at all. So right now is let us think about now. Let us have this energy now. We have been talking about it. The future will take care of itself if it is better now.
Right.
But if we don't make it now, gradually, you want to take 100 steps, you have not taken one step, and say, well, you get there, you will never get there. I mean, that's the fact.
It's not a curse.
Yes, it's a fact. You will get there, How long will you get there? Every 4 years, you come around and tell us you do the same thing. Every 4 years. So are we daft that we can't just tell you, look, mind my language. But then the point is this, you will continue to tell us the same thing you've said last year. You know, it is difficult for the president. Let's be fair and frank. It is difficult for the president right now to blame the past 8 years. It's very difficult.
No, but he mentioned that he inherited some of the challenges.
And the people are taking it with him that, look, let's give him a chance. You know, Nigerians are cool guys now. We are good people in this country. Let's give him a chance.
Nigerians are also losing their patience.
Yeah, that is why you have now doctors running out of this country. And then we have problems here. So that is the problem of not just 40 years ago, but 8 years it was worse. How can you have a medical doctor that will go to work, there's no electricity? I mean, there was a time I went into one of these hospitals, I don't want to mention the name, you know, to do a dental issue. And then it was true to the phone. He has to use his phone, the touchlight of his phone. I said, no, hold on, you can't. I mean, this is a medical consultant. So this guy will go to wherever outside this country to make a good life, you know. And this is why we are having this problem. We know the problem. We've been talking about the problem, but we are not making good steps. Look at Siemens is patient to say, look, let's continue. Germany is patient to say, look, you know, even the man, the man representing them say, look, it was saying it almost in German language that, look, it has taken a long time, but it will end up good. And, you know, so that it doesn't matter how long it is to end well. So now we all believe, let it be well now. In the next few years. 2026 will soon be here. It is not going to be too long. When we say the year 2000, we thought it was not coming. Now we are 2023. So now 2026 will soon be here. Let's not have this bureaucracy. Let us not steal our money. Let us do the right thing. So if we steal the money budgeted for some of these things, don't forget that the transmission is what we are talking about. What about distribution? Who distributes it? How will it be distributed? Are we going to bring foreigners again to distribute? You know, and then we say, look, we want to improve. Look, we are doing a lot in this country, but a lot is not just enough. That is just the issue. And until we begin to do it right, because if we say we are doing a lot and we are not doing it right, we can't have companies springing up in Nigeria if we don't have electricity. Everything, the hairdresser needs an electricity, the vulcanizer needs electricity, everything is tied down, and that is why our economy is not growing. You can tax the people from morning till night. This economy will not grow well if we don't have this electricity. If it is just one thing we can do, the health system needs electricity.
Absolutely, every sector.
So if we can just tackle this and do it well, forget about 8-point agenda, 50-point agenda, leave them aside for us. Do 1-point agenda, let's say electricity in the next 2 years, I'm fixing it and I'm fixing it well. The party will be recognized. The world will recognize you. You don't need to campaign anymore. Electricity is just what we need in this country. We need every other thing. The schools, the university, can they work in their laboratory? No. They don't have enough money. So now you give them this opportunity of having good electricity 24/7, even if it is 18 hours a day, Nigerians will still be happy. They will plan their life with 18 hours.
You think that with this 12,000 megawatts, will we be able to achieve 18 hours?
You cannot even say when and how it will be distributed.
Right.
That is the problem. You can produce it, but you don't know how it will be distributed. So the distribution is going to be another issue. But let us produce it, and let's begin to see how we transmit and how we distribute. But the most important thing is how to have it now. I believe Siemens will do their part. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will do his part, but the people to make it work. It is not the president alone, but the buck stop on his desk to make it work.